So,
but I had brothers, I had my pastors.
The idea of flying out to a CHH festival, it's definitely a video idea I've never tried, and something I definitely wanted to do to not only like record just my own experience for my own fun, but to also, I guess, like make this video as a reason why you yourself watching this right now, why you should go out to these festivals yourself and share what that experience is like and everything like that. And not only share it in one video, but in several actual videos. What's good, guys? It's your boy SOULO and I'm back. It's been a while, but I actually took my time kind of like making this video, I guess, as kind of like something for the summer. But join me in, I guess, one of not only just one video, but several videos actually, where I will actually be visiting a few CHH festivals across America, kind of just documenting and recording everything and just showing you, the viewer, like why these festivals are important and just why you should consider going out to one of these events sometime this summer or next summer. Definitely a lot I want to talk about, but it's the night before I leave for my flight and I gotta finish packing. So I'll see you guys tomorrow and I'll explain more, but yeah, enjoy the video.
I swapped because they're coming from there.
Oh, okay.
So you gotta sign your passport for.
Track your flight status. Instructions are available in the input instrument.
Alright guys, so it is currently almost 3 p.m. and I'm at a layover right now, Toronto Pearson Airport, and waiting for my flight to Houston, man. We're going to Siervofest for our first stop, and I probably won't be there till 9 p.m. This is honestly my first time flying ever by myself. Like, I rarely fly. If I ever do, usually it's with like family or something like that, but I'm pretty much going solo. But I mean, like, honestly, like, it's not so bad. Like, there's definitely some stuff I wish I like brought along. I kind of feel weird walking around the airport like with no extra bag, which I didn't know you could bring as a carry-on. All my important stuff, just anything else I would use. My charger, I had to buy a new charger like for like $50 at a stand. All that is in my suitcase, which is like pretty much on the cargo plane, so there's nothing I could do about it. But in the meantime, I mean, like, got my water, my $4 water I paid for, $4 water, and a $50 charger, which I probably wouldn't have paid for if I knew I could just bring an extra bag with me. But yeah, man, honestly, when it came to the idea of like going out to a CHH festival, like flying out to them, or even alone, was kind of like out of just wanting to, I mean, number one, just I've never been before. I mean, I live out in Canada, so it's kind of like I've always wanted to go out in person. And I mean, like I've said, like the CHH community, I find like most of it I've experienced it online, so I've never really gone in person to like any event, festival, to just like see these artists perform, see a live set, meet these artists even, or anything like that. So that's kind of like why I'm doing it. And honestly, I would have brought friends along, which, I mean, like when I was first planning this trip, people were asking me like if I'm flying with anyone, and I mean, like, normally I know that's something you do when you travel, but I mean, honestly, like, kind of don't mind flying solo. Plus, like, even if I did, like, I tried bringing people along, but there's not a lot of people I know that are really into like Christian hip hop and all that. And even the people I did ask, I mean, they're busy. Flying is not cheap, guys, so you know, people got their priorities, man. So either way, I'm gonna have a good time with or without people, man. So yeah. But yeah, also, I mean, you know, it's just good to get out the house, man. I mean, when the pandemic started, which were like I think it's like been 3 years since that pandemic happened. You know, the country was closed off. Most people were limited with traveling. I know a lot of people in America, like, I know a lot of states that were for just like the pandemic restrictions. A lot of states were kind of just more free about it. Up here in Canada, like, they just closed everything off. So I mean, like, you know, 3 years out of it, I mean, I've been slowly getting back out there, just like in my own life, just going back out, connecting with people again and everything like that. And I mean, this is just kind of like one of those stops along the way to just go out and I mean like fly out and just leave my city, because that's what I haven't done in a while. So yeah, man, yeah. But no, we finna have a good time, man, and I'm excited. So I'm gonna wait for this layover and yeah, and try to avoid paying for $4 water. $4 water, man, that's crazy. That's crazy. It is currently 12, almost 1 a.m. and I finally made it to my room, guys. That was a long day already for just a day one, man. But we here, man. We made it. Siervofest is taking place tomorrow, and as far as Siervofest, as far as I know, tomorrow the day starts where the festival actually takes place. There's actually going to be like a vintage market taking place like from 9 to 1, which is going to be pretty sick. So for anyone that's into like thrifting, just streetwear, anything like that, there's pretty much going to be that going on, and I'm pretty big into that. So that's going to be pretty dope to just check out. Then also as well, I've seen other planned events that are happening throughout the day before the actual festival starts. So it's gonna be pretty dope to see. So, I mean, the festival kicks off at 3, gonna go up to like, I think 10, 11 p.m. And then that's pretty much gonna wrap up the day. But yeah, we're here, we're tired. I wish I could show you guys a tour of the room, but honestly, like I could barely move my legs off the bed. So I'm gonna call it a night, man. Starving, tired, barely move. And you know, we'll just start this day off fresh tomorrow, so.
I told my auntie, I promise that quitting is never a choice. She barely breathing and she couldn't talk. She looking at death in her face. God in my witness and grace in my business. The pain is a sign to rejoice. I heard a yell while I'm hearing a whisper, but Father, your presence, a voice in the room, and the noise is too heavy. A mixture of silence and pestilence. I'm created to be excellent. I'ma read the testament. Take love for the long haul. I'm exactly not an estimate. Mommy brought me as a child. I read the story exactly. So I claim to stay safe.
Alright guys, so we made it to the market. We already bought a couple of things, man, but yeah, man, so far it's pretty dope. Got a lot of vending options right now, and I mean, actually a few hours before the fest kicks off, but yeah, man, it's everything right here, it's everything right there. One thing I did not account for when I was flying down to Texas was how hot Houston is. Like, I'm sweating buckets, man, but I mean, hey man, we're here, it is what it is. Alright, so the festival starts in like an hour. And I'm just chilling here at Chick-fil-A. And while I was on my way here, I actually found out through Siervofest's Instagram page that GAWVI is officially confirmed as a performer tonight. He's gonna be showing up. He verified it, confirmed it through his own Instagram. It's crazy, man. Like, he has not, like, nobody's seen him perform in 2 years. Nobody's heard any new music from him in 2 years. And I mean, obviously considering like where things last left off with GAWVI, I'm pretty excited just to see like where he's gonna take his music and what direction he's gonna go in, especially with his new project Atmosphere that's coming out soon. I know he's been working on it for quite some time now, and I mean, it's gonna be interesting for myself, it's gonna be interesting for the fans and just people in the crowd, just to know where GAWVI's heart is and just where is he gonna go from here. Pretty intrigued and excited too, just because we're probably gonna hear some songs for the first time from his new project. So I mean, I'm down for it, man. I'm excited, and we'll see how he does, man. We'll see how he does. All right, guys, so I don't know if you hear me, but we just made it for the opening. I don't know if you guys can hear me because it's pretty loud. There's like a million mics going around. There's a bunch of stands going around, but yeah, man, we got a bunch of stands. Stage is up ahead. There's a lot of food trucks here, there's a lot of event spots, and just gonna go up to the main stage and yeah, see what's up.
In the back, I need y'all to scoot on in, everybody in the back, get up a little closer.
Starting.
Man, this is about to be crazy.
All right, are we ready? Are we ready?
Come on, one time. For the one and only 3-5 to the East Side City.
He's about to pull up right now. See his set first.
Yeah. Hands up, hey.
I got my things, I lift my pride aside. I said goodbye before I hit the road again. Music out again, I never suffered the way my heart.
Like, y'all are my people, man. Houston is my people. But even closer, man, I come from the Rio Grande Valley, a little bit down south.
Let's go. Let's go! I've been as cold as it get. I've been as cold as it get. I've been as cold as it get. Yes, sir. Feel like shit now. No perk. Think about head now. No work. Sipping on Pepto. No perk.
I'll tell you how I feel about you. But somehow the words just won't do what I want them to.
Hands up.
I know that you're the king.
I'm talking C4 pumping. Get this your police with no funding. 3-5 working 9 to 5 for the 9-5-6. I got the choices for the life I live.
You're gonna catch me right now. Hey, Sound, what's up? You wanna touch my TV?
I got Peter Pan top of us. I got Peter Pan top of us. I got Peter Pan top of us.
We sit back and actually see what God has done for us. We can really see his hand of favor on our life, right? Can I tell y'all my testimony real quick? At the age of 7, I was run over by a drunk driver. What you doing? Make some noise one more time for yourselves. One more time, can y'all help me? Yeah. All right, so when I throw the mic out there, I'm gonna tell y'all what y'all gotta say. Listen closely. Hey, I'm trying to live righteous. Gotta read the word when I open up my eyes. Child of the king, someone dress me as a devil talking crazy, got pull up the heels.
Y'all here to glorify the Lord through your praise. Pick up the cross and walk. 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 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, y'all saw what I've heard about living water, so I reached out to them.
So we're just taking a break right now. About to go spin this wheel, some random prizes at some booth. Wheel.
Number 3, you get to pick one item from here.
One of those items wouldn't happen to be a charger, would you?
No.
I lost a portable charger, so I was coming to this hoping that you'd have a charger too, but if not, it's fine. But oh, for sure. Alright guys, so great night so far. I kind of ran into a little bit of a sticky situation. I lost my portable charger, so I only have so much battery life left. I'm hoping I have enough footage to film GAWVI. So yeah, man, but no, it's been a great night so far, man. Shout out to Siervofest.
¿Tú tienes Gary? You have a Gary on the phone? Yes, sir. Mano, si no la tienes, porque no se la mandé, mano mía.
Hey, how about this, Tommy? How about we get you ready?
Let's do it.
Later on, we gonna Siervofest.
Siervofest.
We need to say Siervofest. Siervofest. And the last thing we need to say is HEAVENONEARTH. Look at my son, is bringing me joy. The way that you're looking at me
make me feel like I won the award. Feel your breath when they press and record. In the booth with this song on the court. With these verses I'm going to war. I'm just gonna get a feeling. Everybody never put it across him.
Man, I know some of us has experienced that, and I know some of us has been the hurt done to other people. And listen, I want to tell you something tonight. When you let God do the work, don't ever speak from a place from wounds. Speak from a place from scars. And you can tell a story of how God brought you through it. Talk. Man, I had a lot of wounds. I wasn't ready. But I had brothers, I had my pastors, I had a family that's been there walking with me.
Come on now.
And one of my songs that I wrote in like a depressed stage that a lot of people don't even know why I was depressed, actually is living so deep right now. When I look up at the sky,
I don't know about y'all, but I came here to celebrate the name of Jesus tonight. All the glory and all the honor goes to God. My name is GAWVI, and I came here to celebrate with y'all. If y'all ready to party, make some noise! I need to honor real quick Lewis and the whole Siervofest team for making this night happen for you guys. There were so many hiccups that I heard about today, and they had such a great team finding solutions to make this a great experience for y'all. So can you guys make some noise for Siervofest one more time? Hey Jay, let's party. Let's go! G, what we doing? Go crazy! Hey! 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 1, 2, 3, come on! Get down! Get down! Get down! Stay down now.
But he then, Jacob also it reveals a new character, which his name is.
All right, man, so it is 1 in the morning. I have a flight to catch in, I want to say like 2, 3, 4, 5 hours, something like that. But yeah, it's 1 a.m. in the morning, and I just wanted to give my thoughts on just the whole experience with the festival, my weekend, and just like what it was like. The first thing I want to say, so there's a couple of things I just wanted to note and talk about, but the first thing was just seeing artists live in person versus just listening to them through my earbuds and headphones. And just seeing people's performances live was just a whole, it just hit another level. Seeing everybody from, man, like 350, Tommy Royale, Halvey, Caleb Gordon, like Scott, like Scooty Wap, like just everybody was amazing. Like I really loved 350's set and just how he turned up the crowd. And I also love Scooty Wap's set. I mean, Scooty, man, like he's special for sure, man. Scooty, I mean, like I just loved his presence and energy. But the person I say that stood out the most to me was Mike Teasy. Now, Mike Teasy, like he's not somebody I really listen to, but Mike Teasy, seeing him perform in person, just it was amazing, man. Honestly, like when you see him in person, he's definitely more than someone just behind like a screen you see on TikTok or just your Instagram reels. But seeing like Mike Teasy perform, the biggest thing that stood out about him was just the fact that you don't have to perform, you don't have to hype up a crowd through like your hypest songs or whatever it is, right? Because that's usually what it is to like turn up a crowd and just engage with them. But Mike really showed that like you can engage a crowd through different ways, and just like his charisma on stage and his presence alone just carried that. And also as well, just the different ways he was interacting with the crowd. I mean, like getting the crowd to sing some of his songs back and forth while he would like recite like the very next line, going into the crowd, like stuff like that was just crazy to see, just because like it brought a whole new meaning to like just like the fan interaction. But I mean, like having Caleb on with his set also helped as well, just going through the crowd and everything like that. But just like, to me, like Mike Teasy's set showed me that like you don't have to necessarily like use your dopest, you know what I mean, like your hypest song to just like really get a crowd going. Like you could just get a crowd going alone just off of just your charisma and just like your energy with just how you interact with your fans. And that's a key part, just interacting with them, just literally going from stage to just like on the ground below with like the same people that listen to your music, man. It just brought a whole new meaning to that. But I would say those are the people's sets I enjoyed the most. Everybody else's set was definitely great as well and just hyped up as well, but Mike definitely stood out the most out of anybody for sure. The next thing is just the elephant in the room, GAWVI. I mean, like seeing him perform was amazing. Like I loved his set. I just loved hearing his songs. Just he performed some of his songs from Heathen. He performed a song from one of his songs from his new album coming out named The Atmosphere. And hearing GAWVI was a special moment. It wasn't like he just said, "Hi guys," performed his sets and then just cut. Like GAWVI, at one point he stopped everything and he just opened up to us about just what was going on in his life, a little bit what was going on in his life the past year or two, and really just talking about the whole situation. Because I mean, like everybody knows about the situation regarding just him, his family, and just lots of other people that were involved. But GAWVI came in with just such a humble heart, with just being open to just address what was going on and just talking about how God really worked on him and he lost out on a lot. Like he wasn't afraid to admit that. Like he lost out on a lot of things, but God renewed him. God just worked through him, and it was a painful experience, but you could tell that just GAWVI has a new direction moving forward, and I can't wait to see that on his new album Atmosphere. And I mean, the biggest takeaway as well was just him talking about how, you know, God is still fighting for him. I mean, like, he's still fighting for everybody, and just seeing that, I mean, like, it was, to me at least, it was sincere. And, you know, I hope to just hear that on his new album Atmosphere. But hearing that, I mean, like, seeing GAWVI was just amazing. And even the crowd as well, like, everybody just welcomed him back. I mean, like, at one point he got emotional, was just crying almost about just speaking up about these things. But I mean, like, everybody was just cheering him on, and everybody just encouraged him and just welcomed back with open arms. And just, I mean, like, it was amazing, man. So for sure, I enjoyed just seeing GAWVI coming back for the first time in a while. The third thing, man, would be just the people at Siervofest, man. I enjoyed it. I mean, like, the diversity, the range of diversity was just amazing. And when I mean diversity, I mean, like, you could be anybody and just feel like you're not alone there. You could show up with your family, you could show up with your friends, or, I mean, you could be like me and you could show up solo dolo by yourself. And I mean, like, being there, it felt like I wasn't alone at all when I was in the crowd at all, or just, yeah, with my time there. Like, being at Siervofest really showed me that there's a place for anybody. I mean, it doesn't matter what walk of life you're coming from. There's a place at Siervofest for everyone. So I mean, like, you got like 12-year-olds, 15-year-olds, 20-year-olds, 30-year-olds, even 40-year-olds, just like, you know, jumping in there in the mosh pit, or just being in the crowd, just being near the stage. And it was just like, I loved it, honestly. But it was amazing to see for sure, man. So the diversity was just amazing overall, and I loved it for sure. Now, lastly, my thoughts on not just Siervofest, but the whole weekend in Houston. I just want to say, I mean, like, there's a few things I feel like I could have prepared for as a traveler. I'm just speaking like from the place of just like a first-time traveler, really. But there's a few things I could have just like improved on that would have made my life or just my night a whole lot better, or just my weekend a whole lot better. But the first thing was just being prepared for just the little things. I find, like, when you're traveling, and like, it's easy to just remember the things that are common sense, the main things. But I found I was forgetting a lot of little things when it came to just travel essentials. I mean, like, not really knowing what a layover was and realizing that I was going to be at an airport for the next 5, 6, 7 hours, and having my charger, but my charger was in my luggage, which was on the way to Houston. It wasn't with me, so I didn't have like an extra carry-on with me, like I could just pull out, you know what I mean, with my charger. So I had to buy a $50 charger, so that sucked. But I mean, there was that. There was also just like, yeah, not really being prepared for the little things. The other thing as well, I would say, was knowing the transit system better in a city or just place I'm not familiar with. That would have helped a little bit more. Especially when I first got to Houston, I could have easily just bussed to my like hotel, but I ended up Ubering. But I mean, like, I don't know, for some reason, just Google Maps was kind of tweaking a little bit, but I could have been more prepared for that for sure. And then that would have saved me a lot of money in the long run. Also, the stay at the hotel, I mean, once I got to the hotel, I mean, I paid for everything, but I didn't know that I had to bring a credit card, or I guess like a debit card, for them to hold a charge on my card for. So as soon as I pulled up and I checked in, I mean, they told me straight up, like, run your pockets. They told me I gotta put $150 hold. They gotta put $150 hold on my credit card. So, or I pretty much had to fork up another $150 for them to hold just in case anything happens. And I mean, like, I'll be getting that money back tomorrow. But I mean, that in itself, that would have been way helpful if I had known to prepare for that. I mean, luckily I did prepare, like, money-wise, but I mean, that would have been nice to know for sure. The weather as well. The weather, I mean, like, knowing if you're traveling to a new city, know the weather. Just please know the weather well. Houston, like, listen, guys, I'm from Canada, and when I first got to Houston, I showed up in a toque and like some pants. I wasn't prepared for 100+ degree weather, which, I mean, in Canada, that's like 38, 39 degrees Celsius. But like, I was not prepared for that type of weather and humidity, man. It was crazy. And I mean, everywhere I went, no matter where I went, I was just soaked and drenched. I mean, at Siervofest, like, I was literally soaked and drenched, like I was playing a pickup game, guys. Like, I mean, it's serious out here. If you're gonna be here, like, bring, like, just more, like, yeah, just better for the weather, man. I was dressed, I had shorts, but I could have brought, for sure, a lot more pairs. But I mean, and then lastly, for sure, I wish I could have brought, like I said, like a carry-on, something like one of those, like, not purses, but just kind of one of those things you carry on, like just those mini carry-on bags. I wish I would have brought that for sure, just because a lot of stuff was in my pocket, and when I was jumping in the crowd, I almost lost my wallet, which I luckily got back through the event organizer, Louise. He was able to help me out with that, so shout out to you, Louise. And also as well, one thing that I actually did unfortunately lose was my portable charger, which I was gonna use to charge up because I was running through a lot of battery while I was out here, but like, I lost so much battery, guys, and when it was time to recharge, it was like I had nothing. So, I mean, like, the clip of GAWVI, I mean, I had to get that from some random person in the crowd to like forward that through Instagram, and like, the clip's all right, but had I had something to hold my stuff, I could have had an extra charge, and I would have been able to just film the footage myself and have to like, luckily, like find it through somebody else. But yeah, like, I wish I definitely was prepared for that as well. So just maybe wearing like cargo pants or something to like not let my stuff fly out would have helped a lot as well. But yeah, there's honestly so many things I could go on about, of just like little things I wish I just didn't really mess up on. That would have helped make my weekend a lot smoother. But at the end of the day, I can't be mad at myself about that stuff, because I mean, this is just one festival, guys. We do have another festival. We are going to Indie Tribe for this next segment. So the next stop for this series / video is gonna be Nashville, Tennessee. So yeah, man, let's get it.